While most of us are afraid of dropping our camera into the water, one Billings photographer insists on it.
Tonight on special assignment, ARIANA Lake takes us into Flathead Lake for a behind-the-scenes look at a photo shoot unlike any you've ever seen.
Play with your hands. Put your hands up by the surface, or just keep them just as long as they're nice and close to you.
Okay, ready? Okay.
They slip beneath the waves and dive down, emulating the mermaids from stories long ago. The honeycombed light filters through the riding seaweed deep into Flathead Lake's chambers. Behind the camera is Victor native and underwater photographer Jenna Martin. But she's not your average shutterbug. Her master's degree in psychology couldn't satisfy her own creative desires.
Just kind of kept realizing more and more that this is not, I'm in the wrong field. Like, I need to do something more creative. I need to be outside.
Jenna narrowed it down to writer, musician, cake decorator, and photographer. She didn't even own a camera.
I think when I first started this, a lot of people kind of thought it was not even just a career choice, it was even a weird hobby. And I thought it's going to be really expensive, you're not going to be able to pay for it, you're not going to be able to do anything with this.
But Jenna proved them wrong. She even built her own waterproof casing out of PVC pipe and plexiglass to cut costs. Jenna's first photographs featured her from the bottom of a local motel pool.
The first time I did it, it got like 10,000 images, and 2 were kind of okay. And I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. I'm doing this every day.
4 years later, her studio spans across the globe, below the tide, from Flathead Lake to the Catalina Islands. She shoots for professional divers, high school seniors, engaged couples, you name it. But first comes a lot of practice, especially for new models like these young women.
I feel bad because the first day is so awful because they have to learn how to breathe and all this stuff they have to do.
The models are focusing on breathing out as they dive under.
Most people try and hold their breath and then they just don't sink and they just bob at the surface and have no body control. So you have to teach them to blow all their air out so they can sink and then they can pose and do stuff. So you kind of have to get past this mental block of feeling like you're drowning.
At this Rocky Mountain Entertainment Agency camp, the models are building their brands and getting ready for national competitions with a kind of photo that's hard to find.
And we'd use these underwater photos in competition because it's exciting, it's different, it's new. It's just a new avenue to be creative with, and it gives the girls an experience to put on their resume.
And once they get past the initial fear, it's time to dive right in and get to work.
This is what I do for a living. Like, this is my job.
Although for Jenna, this feels nothing like a job.
It's kind of awesome.
Reporting from Flathead Lake, ARIANA Lake, MTN News.